Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
One, like, cook-off, like with any of the chefs in the Madison area.
I think it would be a
I
fair
think
contest.
you think way too much of yourself.
It was the nastiest looking hot dog I think I've ever seen in my life. It was like beige with like mustard squirted like in random spots.
It is like a Jackson Pollock painting with the mustard just all over the place. Matt claims to be an Olympic athlete, and he can't properly squeeze out mustard in a straight line.
Yeah,
Broadcasting
no, not
live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I am Jim Rutledge. I have the power. Chrissy Birdsall back in the Everlight Solar Studio. That means primetime Orsheim is with us. Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, live at Liberty Station today. The sun is out. The Coors Light are cold, and we are going to have a fantastic 2 hours here.
They're only $3.
And they're only $3. Thank you, Matt Hamilton. And I can smell the Matt had a fact, and he is like a child or a Labrador. Let me share it. Let me jump in.
It was a good fact.
It was a good
great
fact. May have been on my way to it, but that's fine. It's fine. I also can smell the fantastic
Smells
barbecue
so good.
here at Liberty Station. I have a request to start the show off. I'm going to make a little change. Can someone, whether chiming in on social media or on the 844-770-3776, the Carl was talking text line list is more, how do I clear my feed? Because I have had my look, I know how to clear my search history. No, I have had
You need to, leaving your computer all over the place.
Yeah.
True.
You guys are such dorks about that. Like, honestly, I'm not going to get sucked into an episode of The Office. Like, you so bad want to make this like an Office thing. I could care less. Take my computer and throw it in the trash for all I care. Because it's not the one I use regularly. It's just the one I use for work at work. Anyways.
It's the one where he doesn't clear the search history.
Right.
Is what it is. That's why he's not worried.
God.
Yeah, you guys
Okay,
can do whatever you want in that computer. Send an email out inappropriately, you're just going to get your ass fired. So whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do it. But
Contact your HR manager.
well, that's my point. I need to get that cleared off my timeline. I've had my fill of the Coldplay jokes, the couple that's on the viral internet about a CEO and an HR representative. That's probably the most funny part about the whole thing is that the two people should absolutely know better, not knowing better at all, at least in public, getting caught possibly in an affair at a Coldplay concert in Boston. Oh, by the way, Coldplay at Camp Randall this weekend, so
Yep.
keep yourself in check, folks. But I just
Or don't. It gives us entertainment.
true. But like I'm
I
like
wrong?
I'm over it. Like I was funny, and now it's like I can't get it off my timeline. I'm trying to skip past it and trying to do all the things of like not having it appear.
Like the not interested in this kind of post.
Yeah, and
the
then
top
like
right
I don't
corner.
interact with them. I think I'm going right past them, and yet, boom, lo and behold, it comes right back. And so I'm getting. It was funny, and now it's very quickly jumped the shark for me.
I haven't really been on socials too much, so I've only seen it in like the group chats that you guys have sent.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's interesting, but like, I don't have a major opinion on it.
I don't have an opinion on it either.
If you don't want to get caught, don't go out to a Coldplay concert. Like, don't go out in public with your mistress if you don't want to get caught.
Well, it's the difference between being caught and then being on a 150-foot Jumbotron at Gillette Stadium when apparently the singer of Coldplay is literally, like, announcing people as they come up on the Jumbotron and then being like, oh, another nice young, lovely couple, but looks like they're a little shy today as they jump down and try to hide from their spouses or whoever else might see them there. They'll never forget about it at the very end. It could be
There were their
an
sponsors.
unforgettable concert.
It could
for
be
sure.
a great story for the kids one day.
Well, here's the
For
thing.
who? What kids?
Well,
Their kids.
Oh, this
They
is
look
when
like
mom
they're-
and dad broke up. Was
Well,
when
they look
these-
like they're boomers. Hopefully their kids are full grown. And he's a billionaire. I'm sure she does fine. So honestly, I don't think anyone's going to be like, yeah, he might be out $500 million, but it's still $500 million. And I'm sure the HR person will be fine, and hopefully the kids are older, and it's all just something we can laugh at. They're adults. They do the adult things. For me, the woman next to them and the look on her face when she was like, so she kind of knows the whole, like, obviously I think she was friends with the HR director, and and she kind of just realized what had happened. And that was probably, like, if you were going to make a movie out of it, I want the story of the woman who was friends with the HR director.
She's going to be on a podcast one day.
Where do you think her position is in the company?
Now she's HR director.
Now she's HR director. Okay.
Yeah, now she's. I think
she might have jumped all the way up to CEO.
Right. Who knows? But anyways, like it was funny, and now I can't. It happens every once in a while.
You just got to let it run its course and just deal with it.
My favorite tweet of the whole thing is that every day there is a star of Twitter, and your goal in life should not be the star of Twitter. Like, that would be I think the goal. Never be the star of Twitter. It's usually about a day thing. This will fade in a day, and we'll all forget about it, and everyone will move on with their lives. But I think that's a good life goal. Like,
is there ever a time to be a good star?
Yeah. Like, we were trending on Twitter when we won the gold medal for like 2 hours after we won.
Yeah, but you weren't. I guarantee, like, you were trending, but like this is like
just in the sense like a bunch of dads who didn't.
Yeah,
who wanted to get away from their families for the weekend.
It's a slow sports day, but it's a slow sports day. It's like this is consumed. Like, there was other Olympic things going on. Like this is the internet today.
Oh yeah, I mean there was a ton of second-round rookies signed today.
Yeah, no,
like a ton of news, but that doesn't.
So, Matt, you always say, and we're going to share this in the group text here, that you're player one.
Yes.
You don't ever want to be player one on social media.
Yeah, fair.
But we have some news. We're going to be moving our show on Wednesday, July 23rd. We're 12 to 2 because we're going to be up in Green Bay for Packers minicamp, and obviously the Brewers play. I think at 2:35 first pitch that day, and then
that would be on Friday. They play 2:35.
I think they play on 2:30 on Wednesday.
That's what we're doing Wednesday.
That's why we're doing
3:10 game on Wednesday.
Oh,
okay.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
All right, nerd. All right, then Friday we're also doing the show 12 to 2.
Yep.
And Matt's like, "Oh, this makes me so happy. I got to leave for a trip on Saturday, and now I have time to pack."
Yeah.
And my response was,
"How is that? First of all, that's not a crazy comment. That's just a pretty great."
No, because there's a couple layers to this.
Did you immediately start peeling back layers, or did you take that for face value? Like, oh, Matt's happy about the time.
No, I first
the time part was fine, but I replied back, sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, when I first saw that you said, "Oh, I'm happy that our show got moved up," I was like, of course you are.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you just want to go on your boat. Or
yes,
something.
Same. I was like, what dumb thing, like, in Matt's, like life, Peter Pan life, did this affect? And then you're like, well, I got to leave on Saturday, and like, I was like, oh my, all right, so 4 to 6, 12 to 2 make a big difference. So my reply was that, like, basically your busy days, you couldn't get anything, you couldn't do any packing ahead of time.
And my answer is still yes. I've got busy honey-do lists I got to get done. You can't just leave and have 2 unchecked boxes on the honey-do list.
Wait, you talk about honey-do lists quite often.
Yeah.
Does your wife literally write you a list every morning before she goes to work saying, here's what I need you to do
No,
today?
I get one every week, and this is what needs to be done this week.
And so he's had a very busy day today because tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly, because I've been putting it off all week. No, it's...
That's why you're always tired on
I
Fridays.
am one of those people, like we talked about with cleanliness a week ago Friday, that I don't necessarily notice the things that need to be done as quickly as my wife may. So if she wants something done, you throw that on the list, it'll be done in 5 business days.
All right, so which is horrible. But so Molly, like, that's every guy, Matt. I have a honey-do list as well.
Yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
also have a honey-do list, 2 kids, a full-time job, and then the radio show plus other things. So like, that's a full day. You have a honey-do list, workout, and show. Naps. Sorry.
Maybe nap.
He has to practice curling. He is in a run
Well,
for
right
the
now he's
Olympics.
working. Well,
Right
not
now
right now
it's
he
just
can't.
gym time.
That's why I said
Okay.
There's
I
no
said the
on-ice
workout there. I
Okay.
carved out the workout time.
But yeah, you did point out that, and that's been pretty good lately. So that takes me to about noon after waking up and getting the workout.
What time did you get up?
To noon. Oh, like 8:30.
Okay, yeah.
Then I got to
What time do you wake up?
days.
What time do you wake up?
Today I actually slept in. I think I got up at 6:15.
Woo.
Usually I wake up at 4:45.
And Molly, just so not to toot my own horn, you have your own, like, whether it's a honey-do list, a list of things to do. You have 5 children and 2 jobs, kind of like I do.
2 jobs, 2-hour drive every day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to set the table right. So go
No,
ahead, Matt.
but
Tell
I
us-
will say the only reason we're talking about your Peter Pan life is because we are all jealous that you live a Peter Pan life.
Yeah, but we're talking about it specifically because Matt somehow believes
I
that.
need hours to pack, basically.
And that part
Getting
is
the extra 4 hours for packing is a big deal.
4 hours? Are you
That
packing to
is
go to
insane.
Russia?
4 hours to pack.
Well, no, but I
You
guys,
going to
you know
Russia?
me. I get sidetracked very easily. I'll grab a shirt and then start walking through the room and find something else to do and then be like, oh, yeah, I was packing. Here's a couple pairs of underwear. Oh, look at there's a ball on the ground. My dog wants to play ball. Throw a ball
I
a
wanna
couple
play
times,
ball.
And then you're like, oh, snap, I still got to pack. I've only got underwear and one shirt in the bag.
Do you want to know how different our lives are? Okay, so I am going to Arizona next month. We are going for about a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am taking my entire family of 7. We are flying on a plane. We are taking them literally, there's 3 and 3 on a plane.
Yep.
We're taking the entire row. I'm going to have one kid strapped to me, one in a seat next to me, the 2 older ones, the toddler, my husband, who is basically another child, okay? So
Yeah,
me,
because we all full disclosure. The wife, the mom, they're the ones that do the most.
Yes,
for
me
everything.
with 6 kids, all right? I am taking, we leave on August 7th. I am taking the day before off of work so that I can pack for that entire day, essentially, as much as I can. And I'm probably still going to be packing the day that we leave because we don't leave until the afternoon. I'm going to be packing that whole time. I have an entire list on my phone. Here's what I need to pack. Here's what I need to buy when we get there. Here's what I need to buy. Well, I bought it from, Prime Days, if we're being honest. That
Yeah,
was
that's
great.
fine, yeah.
But, I have a whole thing on my phone telling me. So, it makes
So
sense.
we're the same.
It makes sense.
You get it.
No, but it makes sense for me to need an entire
No.
day because I am taking care of 6
She wants
other.
time to pack,
I
and
am
so do
taking care
I.
of 6 other humans. You are
Yeah.
taking. Your wife
Yeah,
is
who are
taking
you
care of
packing
you.
for? Yeah, who are you
and
packing
then
for,
you have
Matt?
2 dogs.
Me.
You're right. So that should take
But,
you.
like-
Aren't you going to a cabin? You
Yeah,
you
but
wear
there's a
swim
lake,
trunks.
so
you
you
gotta
wear
be gone.
swim trunks
How long
and
you gone?
t-shirts and shorts.
How long are you gone?
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, come back Wednesday.
All right. So most of my
You're
like
off Monday and Tuesday next week. Or
No, not
the
next week,
following
the week after, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on the calendar.
okay.
so yeah, that's the Monday where
He's
I'm
good
at the
at
Cubs
keeping
game.
track of things,
But
Molly.
anyways, that is just a little extended camping trip. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're literally going to live in
But
board
it's going to
shorts
be cold.
and t-shirts.
Sometimes I'll need a sweatshirt, and then I've got to have my swim trunks.
and how long?
I could pack for this in 15 minutes.
Same.
Well, I mean, honestly, I do.
I
do
pack for
spend
this
most of
regularly
my
in about
time
15 minutes.
when I go on these long curling trips. Most of it is in a rush packing at the end. Now I actually have a.
That's
bonus
not
No,
even-
time
but here's the
But
thing.
that's not a
to be
rush.
cognizant of what I'm doing.
You packing for curling would make sense if you're
Yeah.
taking hours to do it because you're like, okay, I am this is my job.
my
I need
stopwatch,
to
my
win.
shoes,
yes,
my
I
curling
need
pants.
everything.
Yeah.
So this should be flip flopped. You're going to the lake.
Also, don't you have kind of I almost have a grab bag because of how much I camp
Like
during
a
the
go
week.
bag?
Yeah, I have almost all my stuff packed, whether it's in the camper or in a quick go bag.
Right.
And I even have an extra suit I just take for traveling, so then I never have to worry about packing a suit because I don't want to forget it with the kids. There's so much I already have pre-packed.
Jim's
where
like
it's
De Niro in Heat. He's just like,
Yeah.
don't have anything in your life that you can't drop in
You
15
never know.
minutes.
You never know where you're going to end up on a big screen at a Coldplay concert. You got to be ready.
Exactly.
You got to be ready to go.
true.
So, but I just that part. I get all that, and I'm not a big ahead of time packer, but it doesn't take me very long to pack. I'm usually the last to pack, and I'm usually one to go. So 844-770-3776. How far in advance do you pack for a trip? 844. That's Carpus Talking text line. List is more. Do we go 24 hours, 48 hours, a week? What's the? I don't. Or
Anything more than 24
30
hours
minutes.
is crazy.
more than 24 hours.
Well,
I would
I know a lot of people that will pack for a 3-day thing, a week in advance.
See, and that's the question is how long is the trip you're going on? Because I think that determines a lot of when you start packing.
But also,
right?
I could never do what you just said because there's a 99% chance that I'm going to need something that I just put in my suitcase for what I'm packing for.
Totally. That's
I'm
why
going to
I
need my
pack
makeup.
last-
I'm
that's
going
why
to
I'm
need.
a last minute packer normally.
Good point.
You don't again, Matt. Though, what do you need to pack? How many? Again, I have probably 20 pairs of socks and 15 pairs of underwear. I could throw 4 or 5 in there, and I'm going to be fine for the rest of the week.
Interesting you say that. As I've talked about on the show before, there is a we divvy up some of the odd jobs around the house. I don't do laundry. Just at this moment right now, my wife has been a little slacking on the laundry.
Wait, so
if I had to
wait,
leave for the trip,
wait.
if I had to leave for the trip, I would have no underwear to take on this trip.
Pablo almost just left for a trip backing
Yeah,
up here at
he
Liberty
sure
Station
did.
to try to take a video here. But wait, how many pairs of underwear do you have?
Oh, probably 15 to 20.
So she's that far behind?
Yeah, she's pretty. I mean, granted, if you wake up, you use a pair for the gym, and then
you're like 10 days.
About 2 pairs a day. So.
That's like 10 days of laundry.
I know. It's backed up.
I would do probably like 15 loads of laundry in 10 days. Like that is how much laundry.
Same, yeah. Because I would say that I've never come close.
I mean,
to running out of underwear.
I do the dishes, and I run the dishwasher like every day. So I was like, it's probably the same with laundry. I imagine.
Matt's gonna start throwing his underwear in the laundry and just being like, Jen's slacking. Oh my gosh, I gotta pick up.
Why wouldn't you just start doing the laundry?
Do you know how to do your laundry?
Yeah. I'm not Joe Burrow.
844-770-3776. How long do you take to pack? That's our side limited poll question. We'll go less than 24 hours, or we'll go less than 12 hours, less than 24 hours, or more than 24. Like there's 3 options there.
Sure.
Otherwise, you're like in a different category. Like if you're going crazy in advance. So like that's what the conversation sparked, because it was. If you felt so jammed up, Matt, and this was my point, and I think Molly understood it too, if you felt so squeezed for time that if you needed to pack, we don't have our radio show until 4 o'clock. You're given a weekly to-do list that you were given on Monday. You could have had that whole to-do list wrapped up before Friday. You could have packed before the show on Friday.
Well,
and
weather
then
depending, obviously.
Weather depending on what?
Oh, I've got outdoor
Your
chores.
chores?
I'm not going to go pull weeds in the rain.
Sometimes it's the best time because then they come out easier.
Yeah, I'm not going to. That's not my
but
bag.
regardless, Matt, you don't know the weather going forward. Like you could have had everything else done. So if you needed to, you could have spent all Friday with your ADD packing and just taking your 4 hours, and you still would have had time.
Okay, I guess you're right. You're absolutely right. I would have had it done still. But I guess I was just more excited about the convenience that I can take up to 8 hours after work, after my 2 o'clock show to pack, as opposed to...
That also sounds horrible. Like, I want packing done as fast as possible.
Again...
Especially going to a cabin. I'm not going to a special.
If you live your life like me, Jim, you will bounce around and find other things to do while you pack.
That's not living your life. That's being distracted. That's like...
It's called you need medication.
Yes.
I'm a nut.
844-7...
Maybe.
There's a website. I think it's called Chad. It's CHADD.com. You should check it out.
All right.
Write it down or you're going to forget it.
Ooh, a bird.
844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. List is more. Our sign limited poll question. How long does it take you to get ready? Less than 12 hours, more than 24 hours or less, or more than 24 hours. J&K Security Solutions, that is a family-owned business. That is a veteran-owned business. That is a locally owned business. They can help secure your home. They can help secure your business. They also can provide you with control for your home to help you control the most important things in your life from anywhere in the world. So contact our good friends at J&K Security Solutions. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So then they have to text the person, and she goes, yeah, I know, like, she makes them, like, with ginger specifically. I'm like, that must be what it is. It's ginger.
Gotta be ginger.
It's ginger. Because I'm like...
Hold that Benadryl. I'm fine.
Those were just ginger cloves. Those weren't nuts.
Yeah, ginger clove. That's a thing.
Yes.
That's real.
Clearly. Obviously.
It's not. No such thing as a clove of ginger.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on July 29th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third down.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in July 29th at 6:40 on WISC-TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Take your pick. Metro Ford of Madison is bringing the heat this summer. Now through August 4th, get 0% APR financing for 48 months on the 2024 Ford F-150, Escape, Bronco, Expedition, or the 2025 Ford Explorer. $20.83 cost per $1,000 finance. And yes, you can defer payments for 90 days with approved credit. Hurry! Offer ends August 4th at Metro Ford of Madison. Browse our inventory at MetroFordofMadison.com. That's MetroFordofMadison.com.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
You make me feel like I'm alive again. Alive again. Oh, you make me feel like I'm alive again. Said I can't go on.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from Liberty Station. We are having a great time. We are presented by Coors Light, and I'll tell you right now, we got some teammates and friends drinking Coors Light in front of us, and that looks fantastic.
How rude.
Right? We did order some
We're sitting in the
appetizers
sun
here
right
at
now.
Liberty Station. Like, there's a lot of great times to drink a Coors Light, especially when you're in the sun. You can get into the show on the Carbon Stock and Text line 844-770-3776. Less is more. We did ask you on our Signing Limited poll question. Basically, how far in advance do you pack for a trip? Jonah Booney says, I know 12 is a good starting point but for most, but it's jarring to me that anyone needs 12 hours to pack, let alone 24. I can pack and be ready to go in 30 minutes. All it takes is a quick forecast check, and boom, we're on the road. Having said that, I understand it is time-consuming for a family setting like Molly's case, so I'm purely speaking for myself. Yes, I literally save my packing for the end because my wife is handling everyone else. Like, at best, I also have to handle the toys for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, other than that, my wife's doing everything else. So that's why I'm like, I will pack it. Like, how many days we gone? All right, throw in 7 pairs of underwear. We're gone 7 nights. It's fine. And so, we'll move on, and I will be.
You always got to put more because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, exactly. Never know when you're going to poop your pants.
So my wife always says, bring extra underwear.
That's not what I was thinking.
There was one time when we were camping that I didn't bring
Skid
extra.
marks.
I didn't bring extra underwear.
Crap.
And it was pouring down rain. And I ended up just having to wear soaking wet underwear.
Gross. Why would you
day.
wear it? Go commando.
I'm wearing shorts and my kids are around. It's just a little.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jim.
What do you want? You want to sit there and cold, rainy, wet pants?
Yeah,
no
then
pain?
the opposite of accidentally showing my children something they never want to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to
Jim,
hold off.
You chose the right move
Yeah,
there.
thank
Don't listen to Molly on this one.
Yeah, right.
Normally she's the voice of reason on the show,
Yeah.
not right now.
No kid needs to see that. Everyone remembers if they have and they never ever wanted.
Yeah.
It's like the Ghost of Christmas Future or something, it's just bad. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock and Text line. List is more. I'm going to need someone to call my phone at some point because I can't find it. But we'll worry about that part later. I want to get to, because we have Evan Cohen coming up next.
A wedding ring or phone? I'm just
Wedding
kidding.
ring. Absolutely wedding
Oh,
ring.
phone. Replace it.
My wedding ring costs way less than my phone.
Mine does not.
Way less.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes.
Anyways, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Anyways, you want to update that?
Still not found.
Okay.
Husband still doesn't know.
All right.
He's not listening.
And he still does not listen to the show, in case
Keep it
you're
a
wondering.
secret, everybody. Don't tell anyone.
Shh.
But
Savage.
so what I wanted to get into here was the other question, which is the Packers have had kind of a drama-free offseason. But there's a lot of question marks with the actual team. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. 844-770-3776. Carbon Stock text line. List is more. I'm going to put out this side unlimited poll question. We all can agree that Jordan Love's got the most to prove as far as to level up, the most pressure to level up this year. He needs to level up for the Packers to take that next step. And these are the names that I came up with that are unquestionably, to me, need to be on the list. And some of them are redundant. Rashawn Gary needs to live up to his pay. He needs to, T.J. Watt just got paid like a quarterback, $40-some million a year. Rashawn Gary needs to prove he's worth in the ballpark of that. He's always underperformed, whether it was out of high school, he didn't perform up to his talent at Michigan, and obviously out of Michigan, he didn't perform up to his draft status at the Packers, and he's not performing up to his contract. So then you add this into it. So Rashawn Gary, we all agree, unquestionably needs to level up. Lucas Van Ness has done bupkis, so he needs to level up.
Especially as a
He has been,
pick.
honestly, at this point, a bust. Rashawn Gary took more steps than Lucas Van Ness did from year one to year two.
Yeah.
So he needs to level up. Keyshawn Nixon, to me, right now has only proven that he is like a capable NFL. Like, if we did a baseball war, he's like a war average player. Like, he's an NFL starter at corner, but you are missing Jair Alexander. Good NFL teams have at least one corner that's elite. Keyshawn Nixon says he's QB1 and wants to be QB1. He's never been QB1.
CB1.
He's never been thought of one as CB1, sorry.
Yeah,
and Nixon is not that guy. So he's got to level up and prove me wrong.
Who stepped up when Jair didn't play last year?
Carrington Valentine,
Yeah.
Corey Ballantyne. Those were the two main guys.
But now we only have Valentine, correct?
Yes, Ballantyne did not resign. He might be with the Colts now,
Okay.
but he was a fringe like depth player anyways. He was solid when he had to play, but in like the third or fourth cornerback having to play.
844-770-3776, how you get into the show. I was actually looking for my backpack now, too.
You put your backpack over here because it was in the sun.
There's a good chance my phone is in that, which was I was trying to peek there.
Well, I was just pointing.
I was Apple phone. Yeah.
Yes, I was
I
trying to
often wear an
ping it.
Apple Watch, and today I did not. Then the other one here, I almost just go with I can't pick a receiver. A receiver needs to step up, whether it's Dontavion Wicks, Romeo Doubs, or Jaden Reed. One of them has to step up to level up. So do we all agree? Like we just kind of put them in one lump sum. Doesn't matter who. One of them has to.
Yes, and I think they need to level up in multiple ways, right? Like they need to be better than last year, but also they need to compensate for Christian Watson being out, right?
Yes, that's a whole other point to it as well. So 844-770-3776, our Carbo Stock and Text line. This is more our side and limited poll question. Besides Jordan Love, which Packers player has the most pressure to level up this season?
I feel like it's got to be. We need pass rush. I was starting to lean wide receiver, but I mean they all need to level up.
Well, do you think too? Like the Rashawn Gary and LVN go hand in hand. Like if one steps up, does that then motivate the other to show up?
Well, I mean, say Rashawn Gary comes out of the blocks hot, but like he did before he tore his ACL, he's probably going to draw some doubles and make it a little bit easier for LVN. But again, one of them needs to step up, and it should make the other person's job easier. One,
right.
It's a little competition, like you were saying, like, hey, I can't let this guy leave me in the dust. I got to get in there. Mm-hmm. And two, he might be drawing a little bit more attention, or maybe the better players are not focused on you as much. So there's a good chance that one can help the other, but I still think it's Rashawn Gary who has to prove it the most this year out of those two, if I had to pick one.
I mean, well, Okay, what is Rashawn Gary's contract situation looks like, Ryan? I know that you're going to know this.
You can get out after next year, but it's still pretty ugly.
I'm not sure when you can get out with guaranteed money and such, but I know he's making around $28 million per year. And now, I mean, after T.J. Watt just signed a massive $41 million per year contract, I'm not sure where his ranks amongst defensive ends or edge rushers in the NFL, but it's in the upper tier. It's probably near the top 10.
So, like, Rashawn Gary, though, for like his perspective, is this, like, this year doesn't, not that this year doesn't matter for him, but it's not a make or break in terms of, like, his future with the Green Bay Packers, correct?
It should. I don't think, based off the team's expectations of what they say about him, I don't think it is a make or break whether he'll be on the team next year now.
So then I think it's LVN because he's fighting for another contract, right?
Yep.
Like, he is a first-round pick, 13th pick overall. Like, he's got a lot to prove.
I will say it is actually $24 million per year with Rashawn Gary's contract. It was a 4-year, $96 million contract. He looks like he has 2 seasons remaining on that.
Yeah.
So
I got 9th right now. It probably doesn't include this season's signings.
He is signed.
T.J. Watt today.
He is
Well,
signed.
he's still below T.J. Watt.
Oh, well below.
He's signed.
Thank God.
He is signed through. He becomes a free agent in 2028. He kind of has a manageable dead cap after next season because he's got 2025 here, which he's got 2 more years after that. So 2026, $17 million dead cap, and then in 2027 it's only $8. Okay. So he is playing a little bit because he's not going to go into a 30-year-old as a 30-year-old into his last year of his deal.
Especially a 30-year-old on the Green Bay Packers.
True. So that dead cap at $8 million is very manageable. So realistically, he's got 1/2 years he will be a Packer.
But even then, if we're talking who has the most pressure this season,
yeah,
it makes a good case, like Molly was saying, LVN, where if he doesn't do something this year, I mean, the Packers are immediately looking to start replacing him.
We could talk to Evan Cohen about that, but earlier today I was at Carbon World Health, got a good workout in, and did my in-body scan. I was just bragging to the folks over here because my wife doesn't like when I brag anymore about what kind of shape I'm in.
I like hearing it.
So I appreciate that, Molly and Matt.
Me.
You guys talk about losing weight. Molly, you're at Carbon World Health. You can start adding the facility there as well. So I work out there, but also you can do GLP-1s, you can do hormone replacement. There's a million different things you do at Carbon World Health for your health. But I'm down to, I have 101 pounds of muscle of my 193 overall pounds. It's less than 10% body fat. There's a lot of other things on there. My overall body score is like 96 out of 100. That's not how it started. So you can go to Carbon World Health and start your health journey with the folks at Carbon World Health. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We got Evan Cohen coming up next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It's always a beautiful experience coming out to the ballpark. Many fans prep in the parking lot amongst our legendary tailgaters. When you're ready for new windows and doors, prep for those at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. See, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from different Pella lines side by side. And if you order by July 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years on Blue Mountain Road or visit PellaWI.com today.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This station has conducted a test of the emergency alert system.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? a local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right. You want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie, and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
The Madison Summer Survival Kit. Cooler full of drinks, a comfy lawn chair, and a large Hut Lovers pizza from Pizza Hut for just $12.99. Choose from 4 loaded legends. Meat lovers, pepperoni lovers, veggie lovers, and the new Spicy Hawaiian. It's your summer go-to. Hot, melty, and made to crush hunger. Just $12.99 each for a limited time only. Head to one of their locations or order online on the Pizza Hut app before it's gone. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Additional charge for extra toppings, pan, stuffed crust, and extra cheese.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs, with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
But, it seems like you're deferring to someone that's not actually on the show. And she's already your girlfriend. Friends are people that you're honest with no matter what. So I'm questioning whether or not you actually know how to be friends with someone.
He doesn't need a pat on the back. He's not you.
Well,
who's a good co-host?
And Evan Cohen, who co-hosts Unsportsmanlike right here on ESPN Radio.
From Madison to the Big Apple, it's time for Evan Cohen on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
New York, these vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York.
That music means we are ready to be joined by Evan Cohen here. We are at Liberty Station. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. We're still looking for my phone. It has to be here because I was listening to a podcast on the way in, so it has to be in the vicinity at some point here at Liberty Station. Primetime Lorsheim on site with us, Chrissy Birdsall, back at the Everlight Solar studio. And Evan, I guess we'll start with this because Matt Hamilton is someone that apparently somehow needs 4 hours to pack for a 3-day trip because he was excited that next Friday we're going to be on 12 to 2. It allows him extra time to pack for his trip that's on Saturday morning. So, Evan, I feel like you travel a lot. How long does it take you to get ready for a trip?
Well, let's see. I'm going away actually tomorrow, and I have not packed yet. And I'm going away for 3 days, 2 days. It's probably going to take a good hour, maybe, but maybe a half hour. So I have a routine. Here's what I do. I actually lay out on my bed everything that I possibly could wear and then go elimination style as to what I'm going to pack. So, all right, I can see myself wearing these 10 shirts, and then, I'm really only going to wear 5, and then you get down to the 5. But you start with the 10. So that's the key for me.
That is that's a great way to do it because I am such an overpacker. But, Evan, last time that we talked to you, you were heading to Europe. I don't know how long you went to Europe for. Okay, so how long did it take you to pack for Europe? Because that seems like it would be a heavy task.
Molly, that was a multi-day process because it's
I can imagine.
You start with what I said, you start with 20 things, and then you keep narrowing it down, and then I'm not kidding. My wife and I were ready to go to the airport, and I decided to do probably 10 minutes or so before we went to the airport. I decided to do a complete suitcase change. Like, I don't like our suitcase setup. And my wife's like, what are you talking about? We have to leave. And I said, I think we should just, instead of the multi-small bags, bite the bullet, check multiple bags, pay the $50 or whatever it is. So, yeah, that was a multi-day process that actually didn't end until 10 minutes prior to departure, or from my house to the airport.
So, Evan, would you have been, like, relieved if you had an extra 4 hours the day before? Like, would that be a good feeling that you might comment on?
You were going on a cabin trip.
Yeah, he was going to Europe. You were going 2 hours away.
And he's got multiple jobs, too.
Insignificant to the point. Exactly.
He is an adult.
He's got
you are
busy
Peter
life.
Pan.
If you had an extra 4 hours, you'd be pretty chuffed.
Matt, you have an extra 20 hours a day.
And you don't even have extra time.
Well,
we literally are just getting slotted into a different time frame. We are still a 2-hour show.
I know, and it gives me the, like, after work
just
at 2
take the
o'clock,
L.
I'm completely checked into vacation mode. It's relieving.
Good.
Well,
And I was excited to tell my friends about it.
I'm a little confused about one thing.
Yeah.
As I know Matt Hamilton, not that we know each other so well, but as I know Matt Hamilton, appearance, clothing, not something I would assume you would care about. So, like, if I didn't know the setup that Jim and Molly gave me, I would have assumed you're the guy that doesn't even look what you're packing, throws a few things in a backpack, and then just goes, and then you come back for the trip, and Jim and Molly are sitting there saying, wait, you only bought 3 shirts to a 10-day trip to Europe? I would not have anticipated this being you. See, for me, I get very nervous about everything I'm wearing. Is it too tight? Is it too loose? Am I going to spill on this? Well, what's going to happen here? And then, that day I was doing first takes. So I was in a suit and makeup, and then I have to do this and that and the other thing. Matt does not seem as vain as I would be, and nor as insecure as I would be.
Matt spends a lot of time and effort to cultivate a look of a guy who, like, just got out of bed and doesn't care, but he puts a lot of effort into his outfits, into his shoes, into the whole thing. So it's not an act, but it is definitely a look that is cultivated, not a natural look.
Evan, as you know, like, you never know when you're going to get recognized,
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, he's not wrong about that. I guess, Jim, some would say Matt puts it on for the show, I guess, in some ways, right? Like, that's how you look at it.
He dresses a certain way because he wants to be recognized as Matt Hamilton. He's basically putting on his Matt Hamilton uniform everywhere he goes out, so then with the hopes that he's recognized as being Matt Hamilton.
He basically just does everything except for wear the gold medal.
Yeah. I don't blame him either.
There you go. I don't blame you, Matt. I don't blame you.
Thank you, Evan.
Yeah,
I needed a little someone on my side.
There's
today.
no blame. It's more the Matt, out of all people, being like, oh, thank God I got extra time to pack. Because Matt's days are full. And that's kind of what we were laughing
It needs
at.
to be in Peter Pan. It might sound like it is, but it's not.
Evan, we're talking a little bit about the Packers here, and Molly brought up a good point. It's been a relative drama-free offseason for the Packers, but it does kind of shine a spotlight that the Packers have a handful of players here that need to step up or level up here. And so besides Jordan Love, we were asking the question, which Packers player has the most pressure to level up this season? Rashawn Gary leveling up to his contract and draft status. Lucas Van Ness leveling up to a competent NFL player. Keyshawn Nixon leveling up to QB or CB1. And then any of the one wide receiver leveling up. I don't know if any of those players stand out to you or someone else stands up of someone that needs to level up besides Jordan Love with the Packers.
When you were going through the category or the choices before you started, I was thinking of Rashawn Gary just because, like, long tenure, big name, big contract, etc. Van Ness, I mean, I'm asking this honestly and not in an insulting way. I actually don't know the answer. Has he done anything in the NFL?
He sacked Justin Fields twice.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. Nothing.
Like, that's it.
Garbage.
And he was a first-round pick out of Iowa, right? Like, he was a guy that they thought was going to be a thing. Yeah.
Somehow they thought that, but yet he never 13th, and he
13th.
never started a game at the University of Iowa either.
Yeah, so, okay, here's my question to return to the question. So if I say a wide receiver and a wide receiver doesn't step up, who gets the blame for that? Is it Love or the wide receiver? In other words, if Golden or any of the wide receivers are not what you think they should be, who gets the hit on that?
It kind of depends on how Jordan Love looks. Like, you could easily blame Jordan Love if it looks like he's struggling, but if it looks like it's drops or missed routes and it looks like Jordan Love has been crisp with some other players, but one particular player might not be, I would say typically Jordan Love. You could go ahead and look at him to blame, but I think it's a little bit of an optic test.
So then, I guess based on kind of how I'm looking at this, it's always going to be a wide receiver simply because of the fact that Jordan Love is so important. Like, we got into a whole discussion today that I almost lost it on Smalls, who is a Packer fan, Michelle Smallman on Sportsmanlike here on ESPN Madison, where we were talking about, because you know that whole list came out of the top 10 quarterbacks that Jeremy Fowler put out this week on ESPN.com. And so we were talking about this morning the idea of, all right, if somebody could surpass Mahomes one day on the list, not all time, but on the list, who could it be, right? So we're having this debate. And then we started going into, like, is there anyone that we could say that could actually have a Mahomes-like career, right? And I said, I don't think there's anyone, but the only argument you could even make right now is if the Washington Commanders won the Super Bowl this year, because Jaden Daniels then in the first 2 years would have the greatest rookie season ever and a Super Bowl in year 2. And Small said, well, what about Jordan Love? Why couldn't I, as a Packers fan, project out in the hypothetical an all-time great career for Jordan Love? And I almost lost it because I like Jordan Love a lot. But by doing that, first of all, can we see him for a full season? Second of all, you then are projecting out he's the greatest quarterback in Packers history. And there's been some pretty damn good ones, 3 first-ballot Hall of Famers. But I think any answer I'm going to give you about who needs to step up is always going to be drawn back to Jordan Love and hopefully his greatness. But we're not there yet with his greatness, and I think we're overdoing it a little bit.
How much of that, we're talking with Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, you can hear that weekday mornings here on ESPN Madison. How much of that do you think is the G? Like a guy looking competent or above average in the green and gold, all of a sudden you just project Favre and Rodgers on to Love?
No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely. I mean, I
that
think
worked
that's
in his
a huge part
favor
of it,
early.
right?
Yes,
Yeah, but
worked
Jim,
in his
think
favor.
about it. Like,
yeah.
You have those positions in sports, right? So as a UW grad, anytime there's a good running back, it's, oh, well, could he be better than Dane? Could he be better than Bennett?
Oh, yeah.
Could he be better than Taylor? Could he be better than, like, there's so many great ones that we've had, obviously, right? Yankees shortstops, right? Like, oh, God, okay, Volpe, could he be better than Jeter? Like, you know, we go to that place of all of these positions, and the Packers obviously are unreal at that position.
Yeah, and I think it also could working against them because if he turns out to be Jared Goff, Packer fans are going to be upset. Which, most fan bases would be like, thank God we got Jared Goff.
I'll take Jared Goff.
Yeah, wait.
Matt Hamilton specifically.
Yeah.
would be upset.
Well, I mean,
wait a second.
You unrealistic
Wait a second. Let's look at the totality of Goff and not just with one team. So Jared Goff is a guy that has been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl and has hovered for a decent amount of years around the top 10 quarterback in the league. Okay? Fair so far?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So Matt and Molly, start with you. If that's Jordan Love's career, are you cool with that?
I'll take it. Yes, because then I think that you hit, like, you may not have Hall of Fame level quarterback in Jordan Love if he were to be that, but you have elite quarterback play 3 times in a row.
Matt,
I would take that. If Caleb Williams becomes Jared Love, I would throw a party.
I mean, at this point, I would take it. I had a little bit higher hopes for Jordan Love going into the second season, honestly, is when I had the highest hopes for Jordan Love. So now that I've come back down to earth a little bit, yeah, I'd take that. I'm not, like, thrilled about it the way Molly is because Jared Goff, sure, good accolades, but that's not super different than Aaron Rodgers getting to 1. He won 1, but then he lost a couple NFC Championship games. Like, however it gets us to get another Super Bowl, I'm kind of over it.
I disagree with you on that. Like, I think Green Bay has become QB town more than title town.
No, I know. You've tried to drive that point home in this show plenty. I don't necessarily totally agree with that. I think fans would take a Super Bowl with a Jared Goff quarterback.
That may be your best take ever, Jim.
Thank you.
Because I mean, you may want to retire off of that take. That's a very good take. Can I ask another question here? Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Please do.
Is Jordan Love a known or an unknown?
We know his floor.
Yeah. We've seen some flashes of what his ceiling could be, but we haven't seen it on a consistent basis.
So does this?
But he did raise his floor.
If it was a colored picture, like you're coloring, you're trying to like uncover things like little kids do it, and you kind of cran the crayon over it. Like how much of that is uncovered?
Like 60%.
I'll go 70.
Interesting.
I don't think anybody has actually answered the question. So Molly, I'll ask you since these two have not answered the question.
I answered
Jordan
it. I
Love
did.
a known or an no? You said you know his floor. That's not an answer.
Okay.
Is he a known or an unknown, Molly?
I think he's unknown. I think this is the final year of us getting to know who he is. And if he is inconsistent in the way that he has been the last 2 years, then we know that he's a consistently inconsistent quarterback. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, you know what? That is two of the best answers in a row, one from Jim and one from Molly. I'm out. I'm leaving. I don't want to go any further.
Well, Matt,
give me a chance. Give me a chance for one.
Oh, God.
Give me one more.
All right, well.
No, Matt, you know what? Because of the way you travel, I'm in. You and I are good. So that's your great answer. Molly had the last year of us getting to know him. Jim had the QB town. We're good. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, I wanted to ask him about Giannis, but we can let Evan go.
There you go.
Evan, we'll talk to you next time about Giannis because I don't think this is going away. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
I think he left.
Yeah, he did actually leave. All right.
Evan he's got a pack right now.
Yeah, his packing is on his
trip
mind.
coming up.
I want to give away some high life.
Yeah.
So what caller am I doing here?
I'm just trying to think of how many days it would take Evan to pack for Matt's
Brian's
trip
here
tomorrow.
like, yeah, you do.
0.5.
0.5 hours? Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll go. We're moving up 4 hours next Friday, which is helping Matt Hamilton so much. So
Sean Gary's 92. Let's do caller 92.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. No, let's go caller number 4.
He's 52.
Caller number 4.
Jiminy Christmas.
How do you claim to be the
You're a
president
guy.
of the Rashawn Gary fan club?
And also, we literally posted something on our ESPN Madison social pages that says
52
days
days.
until the Packers.
52.
No, 4. Caller number 4, 844-770-3776.
Matt just wants a free case of High Life.
Just be nice to Chrissy back at the Everlight Solar Studio. Caller number 4, 844-770-3776 wins a case of High Life. Caller number 4, 844-770-3776. Is Jim, Matt, and Molly presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Matt, you I don't mean this in a mean way, but you kind of look like your dog.
Moose is a handsome dog. So
You have beautiful
no
dogs.
offense taken. No offense taken at all.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at StarionBank.com. Member FDIC. 10 years ago, Wisconsin basketball handed Kentucky its only loss of the season en route to the 2015 national title game. Frank Kaminsky sharing Devin Booker's feelings years after the Final Four upset when the two played in the NBA.
When I signed in Phoenix, I had never really talked to him outside of this. He just looked at me and goes, "I'm not over it." And I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Made Him Believe, now available on ESPN Madison's YouTube channel and on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
For windows with the strongest resilience, you need the Pella Experience. Get 0% interest for up to 5 years if you order by July 31st at PellaWI.com.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Take your pick. Metro Ford of Madison is bringing the heat this summer. Now through August 4th, get 0% APR financing for 48 months on the 2024 Ford F-150, Escape, Bronco, Expedition, or the 2025 Ford Explorer. $20.83 cost per $1,000 finance. And yes, you can defer payments for 90 days with approved credit. Hurry! Offer ends August 4th at Metro Ford of Madison. Browse our inventory at metrofordofmadison.com. That's metrofordofmadison.com.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Take your game to the next level with Vortex Golf. This employee-owned brand out of Wisconsin brings you premium rangefinders like the Blade, Blade Slope, and the Anarch, packed with features like image stabilization, pin spotter mode, and rock-solid accuracy. Backed by a legendary no-questions-asked VIP lifetime warranty and unmatched customer service, Vortex has you covered. Ready to upgrade your gear? Visit maplehillgolf.com and search Vortex to see the full lineup. Vortex Golf, you can bet on it.
ESPN Madison is proud to partner with Mentoring Positives for our 3rd annual ESPN Madison Open. Mentoring Positives is a nonprofit based right here in Madison and is dedicated to uplifting youth and families through mentoring, athletics, and youth entrepreneurship. As a trusted presence in the community, Mentoring Positives has been helping young people build confidence, leadership, and purpose for 20 years. They're changing lives right here in our community. Visit mentoringpositives.org to make your impact today. That's mentoringpositives.org.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you.
Fans, here is the Quick Trip to the Ballpark ticket offer. Spend $200 at participating Quick Trip locations and get a free Terrace Reserve ticket to a 2025 Milwaukee Brewers home game. Check brewers.com/quicktrip for more details.
Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
The High Life Dive Bar giveaway is brought to you by Miller High Life. Celebrate local dives with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
Congratulations to Kyle in Sun Prairie. He is living the high life. He's going to come pick it up. Sorry, man. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton, and Molly Brown with you. We're at Liberty Station where we can smell the great food. We can see the great Coors Light. Looking forward to enjoying one as soon as the show wraps up here. Mr. Matt Hamilton.
Well, we might have to get it just before the show wraps up because happy hour ends at 6.
Okay, and what's going on for happy hour?
$3 Coors Lights, baby.
Hey, Mr. Matt Hamilton. Primetime Warshine with us here as well. Chrissy Birdsall back at the Everlight Solar Studio. A little breaking news here, and let's all, on the count of 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. That is the sound of John Horst exhaling after 9-time NBA All-Star Damian Lillard is finalizing a 3-year, $42 million contract to return home to the Portland Trailblazers.
Why would he be exhaling?
Because it would have been, yeah.
Oh, okay, I get you.
There was a lot of ways that could have. There was a lot of ways that could have gone bad because Dame Lillard, at 36 years old, fully healthy with Jason Tatum fully healthy in the following season, could have looked real ugly for the Bucks, especially if Giannis isn't around.
That's also asking a lot.
But
That's a lot of what ifs.
Right, but Dame was seriously considering Boston, and he doesn't he could have been off the bench there. He would not have had to do a lot. So yes, I think it's very good that Dame did not end up in Boston.
So he's getting paid $22 million from the Milwaukee Bucks to not play
for the next 5 years,
and he's getting paid an average of $14 million from the Portland Trailblazers.
Yep.
That's
and he
crazy.
Gets to go back home.
$36 million to not even do your job.
And he gets to go back home.
How do I get that job?
Well, I wouldn't say not to do his job, to recover and get ready for his job at the age of, 37?
No, he's 35 right now.
He's 35 right now?
Yep. So
yeah, but he'll be going on 37 by the time that he's
his contract
back
would
in.
start now. So he'll be 36 next season, the following season.
There's also some weird irony that now Dame and Drew Holiday are going to be joining up out in Portland.
That is weird.
I don't think Drew Holiday will
you don't
be
think
there.
He stays there.
I don't think they play together.
You don't think they're on the court together?
Yeah, I think Drew will play this season, and then they'll try to move on from him at the deadline, and then Dame will come back around at the end.
Who would you rather have right now? If you could have one of the two Bucks back, healthy, 2 years from now. Healthy 2 years from now, let's say.
Dame.
Drew. Interesting.
Drew wasn't that.
He can at least play defense.
Yeah, but he can play offense.
We saw how did the Damian Lillard era go in Milwaukee?
Well,
even when he was healthy.
He didn't have a healthy Chris
Even
Middleton.
when he was healthy.
He didn't have a healthy Chris Middleton.
You're saying that
you're not okay. You didn't have Chris Middleton. You didn't have him at the end of this last year.
Yeah.
Drew,
we saw. It was 4 years ago, 5 years ago that they won.
4
years ago that they won, and
so what? Drew
Holiday's
Holiday
not
was
the same guy.
Drew Holiday won a championship last season.
But with a loaded team, Molly. Here's the thing: we know how it goes.
What? Do you think the Dame is going to be that big of an impact on the Bucks versus
neither one?
Drew?
Look, neither they're doing bupkis with either. Dame's more fun to watch than Drew. Drew can't score a basket. But here's the thing: we saw how that story went. Why did they go trade for Dame? Because Drew and Middleton look old and washed, and they lost in the first round as a healthy team. And then the horse said, "Well, we got to do something different because this is now 2 years in a row after winning the title that we can't do anything with Holiday. So let's trade him away and let's try to bring in Dame who can score. We needed a guy who could score with the ball in his hand, not named Giannis, because Chris Middleton." Died as a basketball player and
couldn't create his own shots.
Yeah, and couldn't stay healthy. So unfortunately, the Bucks are doing nothing with either one of them.
Right.
But Dame's more fun to watch.
Yeah,
I don't care about the feels about Drew. Dame's
for that too. For Dame time,
but they didn't mesh.
But
Giannis and Dame didn't mesh.
But
they didn't really have that time
so was
to
it,
mesh. They never had a time where they were both healthy and they were both on the court together for long enough with the same head coach,
and also
to really get things like the chemistry built.
Drew is a complementary piece at his peak. Dame at his peak was a NBA superstar.
And Dame wasn't at his peak with the Milwaukee Bucks.
But I'm saying that you're coming down from your peak. It's still you're still higher up on the mountain. Like peak Drew doesn't reach peak. Like Mount Drew, as far as your peak, does not reach Mount Dame. And so when they're falling down, I'd rather just watch the guy who's better at basketball and can score the basketball.
I still think there's a reason he got rid of Dame Lillard. There's a reason he moved on from him.
There's a reason they got rid of Drew Holiday.
There is a reason they got rid of him too.
Yeah.
But
for Dame Lillard.
But if you're going to say that he's a superstar, it's not like he's a superstar to the level of what Giannis is. That they didn't want to.
They got rid of Drew right. They got rid of Dame right now because he's not playing basketball.
They got a consensus that Dame's
okay, but they're still paying him, so he might as well still be on the roster.
Yeah,
You're still paying the
they,
guy.
But they need to win with Giannis. If they didn't have to win with Giannis, they would have stayed with Dame and then tried to go. This is bad roster building by horse. They got off of Dame because they needed a warm body to be able to play basketball this season.
Yeah,
and so they had to
year.
Yeah, there was no gap year. Dame
says,
yeah. So then what do you you have no option.
She's just saying we won with Holiday, we lost with Dame.
I'm just saying I don't think that.
That's what she's saying.
I'm just saying.
Right, but
Dame,
we saw the roster. They all did amount of the bupkis. Drew and Giannis with an old Middleton, and Dame and Giannis with an old Middleton. Neither those teams are doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm not arguing you about.
So
Chris
then
Middleton.
I'd rather just watch. But I know. But the point is, Middleton is the key that makes it go. Drew.
I understand. Damian Lillard could score 40 points in a game, and that is fun to watch.
Right.
If you want to watch fun basketball, sure.
Right. But my point is, they got to the same point. The Bucks lost early in the playoffs with Drew, and they lost early in the playoffs with Dame, and and Middleton is the key factor in there. He's the X factor.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to decide X, a healthy Middleton with Dame, the Bucks go I think the Bucks win a title. If Middleton played the way he played when they won a title, you're winning a title.
So 2 years ago when they lost to the Pacers in the first round because Giannis got hurt, and then it was only Dame and Chris trying to beat the Pacers,
which they almost did.
They almost did, and the Pacers went on to the East Conference Finals and lost to the eventual NBA champions. That team with Giannis, had they stayed healthy, would that have actually been a championship contender that year?
A contender. I don't know if they would have won.
You think they would have been able to contend with the Pacers, or not the Pacers, the Celtics that year?
The Celtics were really good that year.
The Celtics.
Let's not forget.
They probably would have gotten to the same spot the Pacers did and lost in the
conference finals.
Which I would take.
I
would take. So you guys are right in saying that. Yes, I would agree with that.
I instantly kind of went off of Jim's thought. I think it's more fun to watch.
I think you're getting to the same point with either one of them, and Dame's more fun.
NBA All-Star.
Top 75 player.
Yeah, top 75 player of all time. Drew's never going to get there.
Drew's like a one-time All-Star.
I don't
So it's really, honestly, they weren't going to win with either one. I'd rather just watch the guy who's more fun to watch play basketball.
Sounds like John Horst.
All right,
and the Bucks ownership.
I want to eat.
Which ones were fun?
I want to eat this
Let's
food
pick
here.
him.
So let's take a break. This is Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking Zoa Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. Zoa is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has 0 sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZoaEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some Zoa for yourself. Zoa Energy for balance and drive.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
How's it going, Madison? This is Chrissy Birdsall with your Sports Center update, brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. And we begin with some breaking news from the NBA. Former Milwaukee Buck Damian Lillard is finalizing a 3-year, $42 million contract to return to the Portland Trail Blazers, according to Shams Charania on ESPN. Reactions continue on Jim, Matt, and Molly 4 to 6. You can listen right here on 100.5 ESPN. The MLB All-Star break is continuing, but that changes tomorrow with all of the teams back in action, including the Milwaukee Brewers, who head out west for a 3-game weekend series against the LA Dodgers. And the Brewers were rolling entering the All-Star break, winning 7 straight games to close out that first half of the regular season, including sweeps against the Dodgers and Washington Nationals. They're sitting at 56-40, just second in the NL Central, 1 game back from the first place Cubs. They'll have a chance to take a lead in the NL Central tonight. The rematch of Brewers-Dodgers starts tomorrow with first pitch scheduled for 9:10 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 8:30. Listen right here on 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
We got Homer, Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
We have
Pessimist Molly.
No. Realist.
And then Contrary.
Total. Yeah.
Jim Rutledge here.
It's Mer.
I'm the flower, Mr.
Mister.
Could it be possible you guys are the best show in ESPN Wisconsin, the whole state?
Yeah, obviously.
It's possible. Anything's possible.
You're the best.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power. Christy Birdsall back at the Everlight Solar Studio. Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with me. Primetime Warshime here as well. We're at Liberty Station. Molly, what did we order here?
I ordered a brisket quesadilla and brisket fries or something. Basically nacho fries, honestly.
Yeah, it looks like French fry nachos.
And they're good. Ryan, I don't know if there's nuts in them, so you might wanna do your due diligence here.
I don't think Mexican cuisine usually has a ton of nuts in them.
Never
but
know.
I can't imagine brisket quesadillas. I mean, I just don't imagine.
I don't imagine walnuts when I think of Italian cookies either.
It's your dice to roll, Primetime.
You got
it's
your
dice
EpiPen?
to roll.
I got it. It's somewhere.
I got a pocket full of bennies if you need
You know what
them.
it is? It's my EpiPen is right next to Jim's phone.
That
wherever
sounds
that was.
That sounds like a song in like a song
got a pocket full of bennies.
Yeah, like a song for for the 90s.
Yeah.
Or brass in my pocket instead of brass in my pocket. I got bennies in my pocket.
That might be illegal. I don't know.
It is.
What?
Over the counter.
Benadryl.
No, they're not. You can buy them at
That's what I'm saying. He's saying
wait, is over the
it
counter?
Is legal. It is
legal.
legal.
It's illegal. Okay.
Yes.
I said illegal.
Oh.
Over the
So I was like, hold on. I always get so confused. You know, over the counter does not make sense because.
What do you mean?
Because over the counter means like you can just go into like a Walgreens and
Yeah.
grab it off the shelf, right?
Yeah.
Or from
But
the
like,
pharmacy. Like,
but
they
like
can-
over the counter to me is like you're reaching over the counter to the pharmacist. That would make more sense.
But the it's still legal.
Yes, no, I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
illegal. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah.
over the counter, the way that it actually is doesn't make sense. It should be the opposite.
But over the counter, like.
So would you want to say off the shelf?
Yeah.
Some people say off the shelf.
Just like in the store. You don't have to go to the pharmacy to go get it. If
Um,
it's 6:30, like the pharmacy, like you can still get it because otherwise the pharmacy's closed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just drives
But
me
also,
crazy.
like,
So I always get confused.
Where do you pay the cashier?
Okay, that is different.
Over the counter, maybe?
Yes, that is over the counter. But then, if that's your logic, then you're saying, oh, I got to go over the counter to go get my groceries.
My M&Ms
No!
are over the counter, yes.
Yes.
Yes, they
can't.
are.
That has under the counter M&Ms.
Yeah.
He's got over the counter M&Ms.
Yeah, don't ask about
Because
those
that's the other
M&Ms.
part of it. The under the counter.
They're prescription.
But it also, I would imagine that the origin, like they're blue. It's fine.
Yeah.
They're blue M&Ms. They're fine.
You're that old, Matt?
I'm pretty old. I got gray hair.
Look, he's an athlete. However you can enhance performance.
I remember
No.
when there wasn't even a blue M&M, so.
What?
But
Yeah, exactly, Molly. You're a child.
if you go, it's also part of the phrasing, like over the counter and under the counter. And the idea would be like, I don't know, back in Mobster's day, you could slide something under the counter, and it would be illegal. Over the counter, above board, under the board. So, like,
Yeah.
it's
I've
more of
never
a
heard under the
colloquial
counter, so-
phrase than like.
You've
Well,
never
like
heard under the
for
counter
instance,
before, either?
I like this. I'm not kidding. This actually is an issue in my brain because, like, I will take my kids to the doctor, and like, for instance, like one of the babies had like eczema or something, right? So then she's like, "Oh, you can just get this like hydrocortisone or whatever over the counter." And then in my mind, I'm like, "Oh my God, does that mean I have to go to the pharmacist? Does that mean I just have to go walk into the store? Like, what do I do?" And like, I didn't want to ask the question because I didn't want to appear stupid. So apparently, I just want to ask the question in front of thousands of people that are listening
you
right
are,
now.
but you are aware that like splitting the baby doesn't mean like actually splitting the baby.
I
Like,
don't even know what that means.
It's an old
Yeah,
biblical
but
phrase.
that's not
But I'm
an
just saying,
apples
like,
and
these are all
oranges.
colloquial phrases that like they don't make
True.
sense.
What does split the baby mean?
Well, it depends if Ryan's asking you or not.
Right. Splitting the baby is basically you can't like middle it.
Dead.
You gonna finish that?
You can't middle it. But it goes back to a biblical story of
Means
there
they're
was
cooked.
There was two women comparing, like saying this is my son or this is my child, and I don't know, someone
King
biblical.
Solomon.
King
Yeah.
Solomon said, well, whichever one,
Who?
like
King Solomon.
the whole
come
point.
on.
That part doesn't matter.
Did you
The
watch the
idea
movie?
was. The idea was there was
What the hell?
two women saying this baby was theirs. The guy said, "Well, I can split the baby in half and give you each half the baby." And then the other woman's like, "Well, no, I don't want to hurt the baby, so the other woman can have it." So obviously the woman who said, "I don't want,"
What a kind
right,
woman.
but the woman who said, "I don't want to hurt the baby," is like, "Well, you clearly are the baby's mother," because the other woman was fine with splitting the baby.
Ah.
Imagine being the woman who's just fine with splitting a baby.
Yeah.
Why do you want half a baby?
That's why you have twins.
One
One
Once
each.
you lose two halves, you
Molly
still
will
got one.
happily split the baby.
Take that for data.
I just don't. This is why they don't make the movie Molly's Choice, though. Like that's so 844-770-3776. Look, no other show in America is referencing a movie with Meryl Streep from the '80s and biblical verses and talking about the
Over-the-counter
the
Benadryls?
literal nature of the
Right.
phrasing
Pocket full of bennies.
over the counter.
Ryan isn't even taking a bite out of his French fries now because I got into his head that there might be like some nuts
He's also
in
on the radio.
avocado
Yeah,
sauce.
I don't want to eat
So what?
into a
I am so
microphone.
tempted to just take a bite of the
Same.
crisps tortilla.
That's
right
all
now.
I want to do.
You know
is
if I
Yeah,
had
you guys
ice
were
cream,
eating
I
ice
might
cream
take it.
yesterday. Going,
Molly, you and I can be quiet. Matt, tell us about your good friends at Odyssey.
Oh, I
Go ahead.
can't
We're
say
done.
enough
Go.
good things
Turn
right
off your
now.
mic
The
and eat your
Odyssey
quesadilla.
feta is absolutely fantastic. They've got traditional feta. They've got the Mediterranean herb, the peppercorn feta, tomato basil, the sweet heat, which I cannot get enough of, and the smoked feta. You can't go wrong when you're choosing Odyssey because it's award-winning feta made right here in Wisconsin, down in Monroe, using locally sourced milk. 10 gallons makes 1 pound of feta, in case you're interested.
I was very, so thank you.
Well, that's the ratio to make feta.
I thought it was 7, so.
But trust me, leave it to the experts because they are going to make the best. And the experts are Klondike Cheese Factory, who are making that delicious Odyssey brand. Get Odyssey wherever you get groceries because they're nationwide, baby. It's the blue and green label, Odyssey brands.
This is Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Because I'm out on Kelsey.
Clipped Laporta.
I'm out on Kelsey.
You
I don't like
despise
Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
I do.
God, if Jim
His
was
hair,
here,
his last name, everything. He'll be like, "What? Him and Taylor Swift are great."
if Jim was here, he would just be screaming at the both of you right
Literally,
now.
Oh
exactly.
my gosh, he would be losing
This
his
isn't even
mind.
a question.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Clinky Cleaner CFO Sean Young.
The local part is what's key for us. Madison is a local community, and that's what I look at with James Imaging. When I talk to our account rep, he's local.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and great people.
I'd say the people at James Imaging are the top of the line for us. They know us, we know them. They take the time to listen to us when we have questions. They make it easy.
And Sean Clinky Cleaners makes it easy for their customers too.
Yes, at Clinky's, we need to be the expert in the field. We want to make life easier for them, and that's what James Imaging does for us.
Sean, any advice for others?
I would say give James Imaging a call. They've been great to us.
James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit condonjeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. In fact, we are Wisconsin's only Pella Platinum Premier Certified contractor, and we've won Pella's prestigious National Contractor of the Year award 5 times. It's easy to get started. The process starts with homeowners meeting us at Siding Unlimited's amazing showroom on 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. Trust me, our showroom is a must-see. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, "Hey, how'd you pull this off?" Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
When you're in the right place at the right time, things get done. The important things, like knowing what you need and how it all works. Talking truck. Fixing it right the first time. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, our people get it done right and now. That's how you know you're in the right place at the right time. And you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Matt and Molly continues live from Liberty Station. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton. Primetime Lowershine with you. Christy Birdsall back at the Everlight Solar Studio. We crushed. Molly, how was your quesadilla?
Delicious. It was so good.
And we got the fries here. What were the fries? The brisket fries, basically?
I don't know.
They're fries with brisket on it.
They were brisket,
like Fiesta fries.
They were almost like nacho fries, but they had brisket, and then I think there was a little bit of guacamole on them, and they have like a brown mustard, too.
Yeah, that was
it's
good.
Delicious.
Oh, very, very delicious.
Just spicy, perfect balance with the savory, and the brisket is fantastic.
So good. And you're still alive. You're still breathing.
Yeah.
So
I
there
am.
wasn't nuts in it.
That's good news, too.
Yeah, that's a cherry on top.
Yeah, I mean, that
It's
pine
fine.
nut mustard was really, the tang from it was really good.
But, I mean, like, if Ryan couldn't go, we'd just move Chrissy here, and then Riley would step in back.
It's
in
like I was
the
going to
studio.
say, it's fine.
Next man up.
Just producer musical chairs.
Yeah. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carlos Talking text line. List is more. Our Siding Unlimited poll question, we are asking you which Packers player needs to level up the most here at coming into this year. And right now, other than Jordan Love, we were asking you which Packers player has the most pressure to level up this season. 45% of you say Lucas Van Ness, followed by Rashawn Gary, and 35% of you just say Reed Dobbs-Wicks. 0% for Keyshawn Nixon is insane. Like, he's barely proven to be a starting cornerback in this league on the outside.
I think in the poll, people aren't realizing that it's implied that he's being CB1 this year.
Gotcha.
I think people are still
I
assuming.
did not realize that.
Because I think
He said it out loud.
I was gonna say,
he said it out
multiple
loud.
times.
He did say coming back at the start of mandatory minicamp that he was,
I shouldn't have said that.
basically, yes, in not as many words. But essentially, Nate Hobbs as well is coming in, and they've mentioned that, I mean, I think he's expected to be more of the CB1 role. But either way, neither guy is CB1 caliber.
J&K Security Solutions, locally owned, veteran-owned, family-owned. If you want to protect your home or business or to help control the most important things in your world from anywhere in the world, reach out to our good friends at J&K Security Solutions. We're going to do majority rules here. Let's fire up the open, and then we'll talk about how we're doing it this time.
It's time to vote.
I love democracy.
Travis spoken.
Pick one or the other.
There can be only one.
There's just one rule. It's majority rules.
Yeah, guys, so last Friday we debuted this new segment, Majority Rules, which is our segment where we oftentimes disagree on some of these lists where certain people belong on them. So I figured we have to set it the standard. We have to set it straight with Majority Rules, as we can go through some of these lists, like ESPN's top 10 players at every position list. We can go through and decide, is the Packers player at this position better or said player on that list? Option A or option B, will you? So we did this on Friday. Jim was out that day. He had just left for vacation to go camping, or not Noah's Ark quite yet. He wasn't sliding down
Noah's
any
Ark was
water
Monday.
slides.
Yep.
So on that day, we wanted to go through that day's list from ESPN's position-by-position rankings, according to anonymous NFL GMs, scouts, and execs. That day was the tight ends. So it was surprising to a lot of Packers fans that Tucker Kraft's, his name mentioned nowhere on that list. So Matt and Molly went through the list, decided who they felt was better or worse than Tucker Kraft. Option A, Tucker Kraft. Option B, the players on the top 10 list. So the first player on that list was Brock Bowers, the Las Vegas Raiders tight end.
Yep.
They, Matt and Molly, chose Brock Bowers.
I would hope so.
You guys still backing up that? That assertion?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2 on the list was George Kittle, the San Francisco 49ers tight end.
Yep.
I think we're all in agreement on that one. Now, this is where it starts to separate, Jim.
Okay.
Number 3 on the list for the Detroit Lions is Sam Laporta, the tight end.
Yep.
Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown saying that they would rather have Tucker Kraft than Sam Laporta in 2025.
That was based largely off of his fantasy numbers from last year.
A lot of it was fantasy related.
But like the year before, we can all say he had a much better year the year prior to last year. Yes. Last year he did not have a great
year. Tucker Kraft has still never done anything in the NFL to what Sam Laporta did in the down year. That's right?
I don't know what the numbers were versus his last year versus what Tucker Kraft has done. I do not know that.
I believe Tucker Kraft had slightly more yards but fewer catches than Sam Laporta last year. Okay. And Sam Laporta's rookie season was still historic until Brock Bowers came around.
Yes.
For a year. Historic for a year.
It was historic for a year. It's still historic, Matt.
Oh, no.
Tucker Kraft has never done anything.
It's the same as C.J. Stroud. It's like, it was historic, but now it's not.
But C.J. Stroud is still viewed as a quarterback that's a top 12
he just had
QB.
A slump.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, Laporta, clearly, what are we doing here? Now, again, especially the way these lists are built out, it's based off of what they did the prior year.
Well, it's also based off of what these execs, GMs, and scouts think.
I think
so
they're
going
be next year. Like
this is going into this coming year.
Okay,
Like,
so
who would you rather
clearly,
have?
like these guys.
We're a little projection.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
quite
you
a
hit it
lot.
on the head. It's fantasy football. Matt got his feelings hurt. I'm guessing you had Sam Laporte.
I think
on your
I was
team.
actually the one that mentioned fantasy football because I had Sam Laporte
Okay,
on my
one of
team
you guys.
last year.
Yeah, I feel like unfortunately he was one of those guys that got more grief than he should have because fantasy numbers weren't quite as what they used to be.
Was he hurt last year at all?
Touchdowns were the
He
big
was.
ones.
Okay,
the
yeah.
touchdowns too. He did not get
but
nearly
touchdowns-
as many touchdowns.
Last year he had
touchdowns-
60 catches for 726 yards and 7 touchdowns.
What did Kraft have?
He did not have that many touchdowns, and I believe he had 55 catches for right around 700 yards.
And there was no player on the Packers that
Yeah,
had
I'll
more
take
than
Tucker
50
Kraft.
Also,
I like where he's trending.
good for you. I will take Sam Laporta because I like where Sam Laporta is trending too. A record year, a year is still better than Tucker Kraft.
Well,
in
what
another
injury
year.
did he have last year? Do you remember?
I can't say exactly what the injury was. I think it was ankle related. It was leg or leg or ankle.
Also, his
related.
numbers fluctuate because he has more talent around him, but I still would take.
That's a big part of it.
That
too.
is true.
Yeah.
All right, so next on the list was Trey McBride, the tight end from the Arizona Cardinals.
We said McBride.
Took McBride, yeah.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
a 1,000-yard
Yeah.
receiving season as a tight end. That's pretty crazy. All right, then after that is one Travis Kelce, who this one I had to actually be the tiebreaker for because Matt Hamilton, back in Travis Kelce, as any same fantasy owner, football fan would. Molly Brown.
She doesn't like Travis Kelce.
That was the
Yeah,
gist
like,
of her argument. Yeah.
How it boiled down.
I also think he's getting old too. Like yes,
He's
he is
gotta drop off at
he
some
is a
point.
great tight end. Yes, like we can all say that. I understand. He's won multiple Super Bowls. Yes, 100,000%. He's talented, but he's also getting older.
He caught 97 passes for 823 yards last year. Like those aren't. I mean, those are still numbers.
Okay, and
that
also
are,
Patrick Mahomes had nobody else.
That's true.
Right, so then everyone keyed in on Travis Kelce. Thank you for proving my point.
What do you mean everybody else keyed in on Travis
So, like,
Kelce?
they knew that the only
he's
guy
a
they had
talent.
to-
I'm not
the only
disagreeing
guy
that
they
he's a
had to
talent.
stop
I'm
was
just saying
Travis Kelce.
He's
He
getting
still caught
old.
97 passes for 823 yards.
He's
Right,
getting old.
You get what I'm saying? That like
I
you only got
understand.
one
I
guy.
understand both the
Is
arguments.
he not reacting in the exact way that I
Yeah.
imitated
Well, like,
that he was going to react?
It's pretty close.
But I'm
Talk
correct.
about Taylor Swift now.
No,
Do it.
Like I'm correct. Like you can get mad that Taylor
I'm
Swift is
saying
on football games
I am,
or whatever, but Travis
I'm,
Kelce.
Who is getting mad that Taylor Swift? I listen
Well, you
to Taylor
brought
Swift
up,
every
but you
single
just brought
day.
up Taylor Swift. I'm saying that
I'm just
Travis
saying
Kelce,
you're going to bring up Taylor
no,
Swift
Travis
to
Kelce
get ahead of it.
Travis Kelce is unquestionably better than Tucker Kraft.
Nobody's saying he's not better.
And this year, he still will be better.
That never uttered.
But the
Did
question is, who would
did
you-
those words ever come out of my mouth? Did I ever say
But then
that
why would
Tucker
you
Kraft
pick-
is better than Travis Kelce?
Then why would you pick
no, I
Tucker
didn't.
Kraft for 2025?
Because
the point of it?
you're assuming that what Molly's saying is that Travis Kelce's getting older. He might be a little more prone.
He's
to
going
injury.
on. He's going to be on the decline because he's getting older. He
I
is
wanna
at the
see
end
it- I
of
wanna
his
see him-
Got more options.
illustrious
I wanna
career.
see
I want to see him decline once before we get there.
Racy Rice is coming
Because he went
back.
from 110 to 93
Oh,
to 97
God,
for
he got
catches.
suspended.
Did he really?
He
Yes.
did, yeah, today.
So, like,
Perfect.
I
The
get
name
your
you did not
point,
mention.
but still going into if you're doing 2 years, sure, but going into next year, Travis Kelce could fall off by a 20% and still probably be statistically better than what Tucker Kraft.
That's great. They ended up saying that we took Tucker. That we
We
took
ended up
Travis
with Kelce.
Kelce.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm saying,
we
but
did.
Kelce is the right answer.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, moving down.
Yeah.
The next on the list was Mark Andrews, the tight end from the Baltimore Ravens. Matt and Molly both saying that they would rather have Tucker Kraft than Mark Andrews. Jim, you seem
I
to
think
agree?
so. Yeah.
Really?
I think likely is going to be the guy next year in Baltimore.
Mark Andrews is the guy that's fallen off, like, and he's
Yeah.
only 29. Like the projection that
That's actually crazy because I thought that he was like 32.
He also had 11 touchdowns last year.
true, but the projection for a hit, like, but 55 catches for 673. He's some
He
red
missed
zone.
the first 6 games
I
of
know,
the
but
year.
he's some,
Remember
very
that
much,
That is
game
crazy.
against
But the year
Buffalo,
before,
though?
45 for
When he
544.
dropped it, he dropped
where
the
he
game
lost
winner.
the game
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
Ravens single-handedly.
Well, it's both hands, actually. It hit both hands,
Yeah.
the pass he
Good
dropped.
point.
I just
poor
think
guy.
this is where we start getting to peers for Tucker Kraft because I actually think
Okay.
Tucker Kraft's gonna be the best pass catcher on the Packers this year.
All right, well, speaking of peers, going back to the NFC North, TJ Hawkinson, the tight end for the Minnesota Vikings and friend of Matt Hamilton, one day get to go out in his boat,
Yeah.
we all assume. I think
Really?
Matt and Molly might have been a little biased with that one. They both took him over Tucker
Biased.
Kraft.
He's a good tight end.
I don't know. I think like Jim was saying, if I'm thinking of guys who are in his peer group, I think Hawkinson and Kraft are right there with each other.
I agree, and I think Andrews is in that peer group too. But it's there is still someone who's going to be better
Hawkinson had
than the other.
one truly elite season in 2023, but before that, 60 catches, 41 catches last year.
All right. You also want to talk about the people that he has around him? Justin Jefferson,
Options? Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, Aaron
Addison.
Jones.
But even
Jordan
with the Lions,
Addison?
67, 61, like to me, him and.
Those are all better than Tucker Kraft.
But I'm saying for next year, like I think here's where
And
I'm
he
at.
was coming off an ACL last year.
Here's where I'm at. Everyone one below Kelsey, I guess. And I get the argument of Kelsey. I just have to see someone actually drop off once before we start talking about dropping off. Anyone below Kelsey, to me, Kraft could beat so far.
I'll ask you guys this. How old do you think T.J. Hawkinson is?
I have it in front of me.
Matt, Molly?
27.
Matt?
I was going to say 27.
28, actually.
Ah.
I would have said
age as me?
older. I thought he was older.
I feel like he's been around forever.
Yeah.
All right, well, keeping it going down the list, Matt mentioned him earlier, but the number 2 tight end for the Baltimore Ravens is Isaiah Likely. Matt and Molly both taking Isaiah Likely over Tucker Kraft, which I think is crazy.
We both think it's likely that he's going to get more yards.
That's the only reason.
I think he coerced me into that one because I honestly I couldn't even tell you what Isaiah Likely looks like. Like, I really couldn't.
All right, so I guess where we're going at, like, nobody you said, like, and I believe the Packers have one legitimate offensive weapon you could really feel good about taking the next step in wide receiver in pass catcher room, and that includes the rookies. It's Tucker Kraft. So I think Tucker Kraft. Where did you have Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce was 5th overall.
I would say Tucker Kraft would be the 6th best tight end in the NFL this next season.
So then after that, Dallas Goedert, David Njoku of the Browns, Dallas Goedert of the Eagles.
Yep.
Matt and Molly both taking Tucker Kraft over those.
Yeah,
guys.
I think I have Tucker Kraft. If I'm putting him on this list, I'm putting him 6th.
6?
I thought they just did Likely dirty. I would have had him over Mark Andrews for sure.
Didn't we put him at? What did we end up putting him at?
You guys ended up saying that there were 6 tight ends better than.
So we had 7.
Okay, so we had him at 7.
Yes, because you guys said Isaiah Likely was better.
Okay.
Well, I thought you said T.J. Hawkins. Oh, but you guys had Kelce in front too. Oh, Laporta. Yeah,
Laporta was the only one.
I feel good with the ESPN list. Laporta is definitely better than Kraft, but I think Kraft is the 6th best tight end in the NFL.
Okay, so anyone else in the honorable mentions list? Pat Freiermuth, Evan Ingram, Matt and Molly both saying that they were better than Tucker Kraft.
Nah.
What? What do you mean, what?
I think we did.
You did,
The
Matt.
Evan Ingram part too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were, Matt,
Yeah.
you were like, oh, his fantasy numbers, though. He catches so many passes.
I didn't know about his fantasy numbers. I just know his name. And that
He is a wide
he's
receiver
talented.
playing tight end.
Yeah.
More than anything. And then below them
Because
was
then we got down to this where it was like, okay, Tucker Kraft can block. Tucker Kraft can do all these things.
Exactly.
That's why we would take him over.
because
XYZ.
below then you have Hunter Henry, Dalton Kincaid, Cole Kmet, Jake Ferguson, Barry Alvarez' grandson, in case anyone was wondering, and then Jonnu Smith.
And we're just ignoring Kyle Pitts.
He's not on the list. He's
That's
not an honorable
crazy.
mention.
I mean, he's a wide receiver, but it's still crazy.
But the Falcons already said, I think he's a tight end. No, but the Falcons already said they're not looking to extend him or
No,
anything.
he is, but he's a pass
plays
catcher.
like a
Right, but I
rather
mean,
than a
like
run
the
blocker.
Falcons have already said we're not even interested in extending him. So I don't think the Falcons have him as a premier guy.
He's that guy that everybody puts on their fantasy team thinking that he's going to do something, and then every single year he doesn't do anything.
He was picked incredibly high. So I'm very bullish on Tucker Kraft. It does speak a little bit. I don't believe in any of the other guys on the Packers offense being more than like just a guy. Obviously, Golden is TBD, but I still don't see him as the next superstar. But if you're going to ask me 2 years from now what Packers offensive player had the most likely to be the best at his position, I'm taking Tucker Kraft.
2 years ago?
No, 2 years from now.
Oh.
I'm saying if you said 2 years from now which Packers offensive player is the most likely to be the best at their position, including Jordan Love, I'm taking Tucker Kraft.
And what do you think are the odds that Tucker Kraft could actually be at one point the best tight end in the NFL?
I think that fluctuates a little bit, so I think he could. Like the way that this offense is, the Matt LaFleur offense isn't dramatically different than the Ben Johnson offense that showcased Sam Laporta.
It's all Shanahan McVay-esque,
yes.
yeah.
So I think the only thing holding back Tucker Kraft from it could be Jordan Love big game hunting instead of just feeding the ball to the open guy, Tucker Kraft.
True.
Like if Jordan Love just says, I'm going to run the play action, I'm here to be the avatar for Matt LaFleur, and I'm just going to get the ball out of my hands quickly to our version of Sam Laporta, Tucker Kraft, and let him make plays.
Whose job do you think it is more to help unlock Tucker Kraft or help that production next year? Jordan Love or Matt LaFleur scheming up plays for Tucker Kraft?
Matt LaFleur is going to scheme up those plays. It's will Jordan Love give him the ball?
Okay.
That's
I think
the way
they're
I look
there.
at it.
Jordan Love just needs to throw it down.
I think that's
than
what's holding Jordan Love
50 yards
back, and
downfield.
I think Matt LaFleur said
He
that.
overlooks those.
He keeps on saying, let it rip. And Jordan Love won't get – when Jordan Love's at his best, he is the avatar. He's closer to Brock Purdy. Just get the ball out of your damn hands and throw it. You don't have to chuck it down the field for the big play. Nobody's asking you of that. This offense doesn't ask that of you. And if Jordan Love can ever figure that part out and have to be the star playmaker a handful of times a game, and if he's comfortable with that, which he hasn't been at Utah State or at Green Bay consistently comfortable with the system QB, and that's not against Jordan Love's talent. That's the way this offense runs.
Yeah.
You have to be a system QB. Like I'm hearing this down in why is Sam Darnold successful with Minnesota? He was willing to be a system QB. Why are they excited about J.J. McCarthy there? Willing to be a system QB. Jared Goff, willing to be a system QB. Why might not it work for Caleb Williams? Is he willing to be a system QB? That's the question. And so Jordan Love is still closer in this setup, closer to Caleb Williams as a guy who wants to still be a playmaker than Jared Goff, who says, I'm fine with being a system QB if it wins us games.
But that could also be caused by the pressure of being a Green Bay Packers quarterback.
It could, but this was the knock against him at Utah State, too, was that he was a big game hunter.
Yeah, similar to Caleb. Like, Caleb did that in college at
Yes,
USC.
and that's a knock on Caleb. Caleb has to be – now, again, you can't – now, the difference between, let's say, Jordan and Caleb and Goff and Darnold is that they, much like Aaron Rodgers in this offense or Matthew Stafford in this offense, they can – now, it's a fine, I think, needle to thread. They can be both. At 85, 90% of the time, be the system QB who 10% of the time makes the wild plays that takes us to the Super Bowl and gets you to the MVP candidate instead of the Pro Bowl candidate.
So you're saying that a big game hunter can be a game manager, but a game manager can't really be a big game hunter.
Yep.
Love that.
But I think the quarterbacks –
I agree with that. I agree.
I think Aaron Rodgers did that to an extent in the final couple of years with Matt LaFleur. He kind of accepted that, you know what, I'm just going to take some of the easy ones.
And then he went big, and he would. And Matthew Stafford, when they won with the Rams.
Adams,
But, I mean, there were times that, again.
Locking in on 2 MVPs.
The great quarterbacks, I don't even.
Well, I'm not saying he was
We've
bad.
talked about this before. I don't think this offense is built for having elite quarterbacks.
I think it is because Aaron Rodgers was successful in it. Matthew Stafford, like you just said, who I
True,
think is an
but
elite
it's not
quarterback.
a lock. I'm just saying that, like.
It's not a lock, no. But I don't think any quarterback in any system is a lock.
True.
Other than maybe Patrick Mahomes in any system.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's only we talked about this before. Elite QBs. I got Joe Burrow, Mahomes.
Would Josh Allen be able to jump into a?
Took Josh Allen a long time to settle down,
and he's not a high completion guy too. But
because he's definitely a big game hunter.
He's an outlier, but they built the offense around. Josh Allen could be a big game hunter. Heck, you might be able to sell me that Jordan Love might be better in Buffalo's offense than he is in this offense.
I think the way Buffalo uses Josh Allen as a running weapon.
I was going to say,
the
he's
running part.
insane.
I'm just saying that,
there's Cam Newton.
They're more going like
Remember
Josh
him in the snow
Allen
last year. Woo!
True, but like they're more going Josh Allen, go make some plays, and like that to me is more to Jordan Love's football sensibility.
Yeah.
I think the best case scenario for Jordan Love is one day he becomes Matthew Stafford, just as a player overall. Big game hunter, incredible arm talent, maybe not as strong of a thrower, but if he plays to that style, that's probably what could fit him the best.
Jesus, would you be happy with that?
Oh my God, how could you not be happy with that?
I'm asking him because he hates on Jared Goff.
True.
So
yeah, but
who
Jared
knows?
Goff's not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Also, Matthew Stafford.
Not yet.
And again,
Stafford
Green Bay is in Detroit. Matthew Stafford didn't do it with his first team.
Yep.
True. I mean, he was bereft of any help in Detroit.
I agree. It's not.
He had
it's not
Megatron.
It's not apples to apples.
Okay, he had Megatron, but then
it was defensive help. Like there was plenty of offensive weapons there. The coaching staff and the defense failed him plenty.
Yeah, there's a lot that failed him.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna throw some stones on the other side. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I have a hook for the pop socket on my phone. Like, I have a hook in our shower that I hook it on, and then, like, I turn my show on. Is that weird?
Not a show you're doing. You are.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were, like, watching on YouTube. Like, this is a show we did yesterday.
But, like, Molly's like, I just start my show, and I have to be like, no.
No, I don't want to watch you guys in the shower.
Yeah, weird, Molly.
Or Molly, I just wanted to clear that up.
Right. Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Live the high life at Nitty Gritty, home of the famous Gritty Burger and Madison's official birthday place. Celebrate your birthday at Nitty Gritty and receive a free memento birthday mug to fill with free beer, specialty birthday cocktails, or soda all day long. The Nitty Gritty has celebrated almost 900,000 birthdays, and birthday celebrant number 900,000 will receive a $1,000 Amex gift card. Grab some friends and celebrate your birthday at the Nitty Gritty, located in Madison, Middleton, and Sun Prairie. The Nitty Gritty, a tradition since 1968.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis. or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. WeatherTech Vintage Weekend is up next July 17th through the 20th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
After a storm, even seemingly small damage can lead to major problems. If your roof or siding took a hit with this recent storm, your insurance may cover the damage, but the process is still a nightmare. Badgerland Exteriors makes it seamless. They'll guide you through every step and get your family's home back in tip-top shape just as fast as that storm ripped through.
Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit badgerlandexteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's badgerlandexteriors.com.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
The sound of summer is on ESPN Madison.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
Mizorowski deals. Struck him out. A heater at 101.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Back and watching it sail. It's a grand slam.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by the Pfister Hotel in downtown Milwaukee.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from Liberty Station. We are having a fantastic time. Coors Lights are flowing. The food is flowing. You're going to bring home some food to your family, Molly Brown. Matt Hamilton's here. Primetime Wollersheim has confirmed there's no nuts in any of the food that we ate because he's still alive.
He's still alive.
He's our human nut tester. And we got...
Thank you.
There's a couple of you on this panel.
Yeah.
Chrissy Birdsall back at the Everlight Solar Studio.
Don't yuck my yum. I'm a nut.
Yeah, Molly. We've established we do not yuck yums on this show.
No judgment. No judgment.
A little judgy. Well, a little judgment.
I'm
That's
getting a
you.
little judgy feeling from you.
Judgmental Molly. Unbelievable. All right. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Shane Gillis hosted the ESPYs last night. If you don't know who Shane Gillis is, it's not like a shock jock, but he is one of those comedians where he is going to – he's not to Ricky Gervais level, but it's one of those where he is going to say some outlandish things. Basically, he's going to be provocative to get a reaction, and he's going to say crazy things to get a reaction. I usually don't have a problem with it because he's swinging up. Like, I have a problem with people who are taking shots at others if they're swinging down. Like, if you're swinging down in a minority group, something like that, like, that's not funny. Like, comedy is supposed to be swing up, make fun of people who are in power or celebrities or who are, you know, wealthy. And that's what most of the group at the ESPYs is. So he went out there. I think overall it went well, but let's get to throwing stones, and then we'll get to some cuts from Shane, and we can react to them.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man. I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, we're going to get to some Shane Gillis clips from the show, the ones we felt comfortable playing.
Because I had a favorite. For
there,
sure.
there are some good ones. I hand selected. Is it the one I sent you? Was that your favorite? Because I did send.
Well, I'll point it out.
Hold on, Jim. You sent like 9.
No, but I sent
Yeah, you did. I fell asleep watching him last
But
night.
I sent specific ones to Molly and Matt that I thought they would like as well. And true story, most of the things I send to Matt, I also send to my brother. Similar sensibilities.
Okay.
So like
Both
it's kind of
hilarious and super funny.
I'm not saying it's a negative.
Offended
I
easily? No,
think
I'm
I
just
know
kidding.
what tickles Matt's funny bone.
Oh.
That's the same thing that
Jim
tickles
knows
my
how
brothers.
to tickle Matt. That's what it is.
Tickle is pickle.
No, funny
Oh,
bone.
my God.
His pickle is his own. Funny bone is mine. All right, let's get to Shane Gillis. He had a good joke
like
here.
body parts.
A joke about Travis Hunter. But I will say this before we get to it. This is an homage. He kind of references to a Norm Macdonald joke, who was probably the last person to host the ESPYs who was as edgy as Shane Gillis. So he ended the whole thing with this joke, and is an homage to the great joke from Norm Macdonald. Let's hear Shane Gillis.
Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy this year. He's the first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman. Congratulations, Travis Hunter, winning the Heisman. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case they can take that away from you. Well, see, a lot of you don't
God,
like
I
me,
had to
and
think
that's
about
okay.
that one.
That was the original
That's
joke
it?
was told by Norm Macdonald to Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
That
To
went
who?
about as
Reggie Bush.
exactly
Oh,
how
okay.
we all thought it was going to go.
And then they took his
why this
Heisman
happened.
away for something other than that.
Yes. So the next one we have here, because I want to save the one that I sent to Molly last, because I think that'll be everyone's on-air appropriate version that we can share. The next one here is talking about Shedeur Sanders at Colorado.
Jersey number retired at Colorado this year, and people are saying it's because of nepotism, because of his father, and it's not. It's because he went 13-12 over his career, and he almost won the Alamo Bowl. Definitely not nepotism, right? All right. A big year for the WNBA. I love Caitlin Clark. Yeah, hell yeah.
He does have a good Caitlin.
Okay.
He does have a good,
left us wondering there.
He does have a good Caitlin Clark one. I don't feel comfortable finishing the punish line.
No, I'm not
Finish
either.
line on that one.
Any of his WNBA jokes, I'm like, these ones, I don't know.
Well, the one where he pointed out like his friend's wife and said it was a player, and everyone clapped for her, and was like, "Come on, that was not even a player." I know you guys don't.
Can you
watch
imagine
it.
being her?
But I would say this: it was unfair to those in the crowd because one, are you able to see it, and you're predetermined, like you're conditioned to clap and smile.
Oh
anyways.
yeah, I know.
Now the
That's
people
the
at
beauty
home,
of it.
but
That's why the joke's funny.
that was my least favorite because it wasn't because it's set up like they didn't know who she was. It's set up that like you're like Pavlov's dogging these people. You're getting them to laugh. You get them to smile. You show someone on camera for a second.
Tell them to give them a round of applause.
Yeah, like,
and they do it. Yeah, 100%.
So like that part was funny, but then like saying it like because they don't know the WNBA felt a little bit contrived.
Was Shedeur and his dad in the?
Shedeur was there.
Did they show him during that
Shedeur
joke?
was in the crowd?
Yeah, didn't they? They showed him with his like head down when he was making that joke about him, kinda.
I'm not sure if that was him actually in the crowd for that shot. I think it was somebody else, but I think.
Do you watch college football, Matt? I'm just kidding.
That'd
I'm
be
just kidding.
great.
I'm making a callback to the WNBA joke.
All right. So the last one here, which I think is
didn't
the funniest. It does, and we don't. I think we took the off the rails part because it gets a little bit rough. To even Shane Gillis is like, we should have pulled that second joke, but he had a great start to a joke with Bill Belichick. So let's hear this one.
Pitcher, hitter, and bookie. A bookie is what Bill Belichick reads to his girlfriend before bedtime. They do. They read The Very Horny Caterpillar, The Little Engine That Could But Needed a Pill First, and of course, the classic Goodnight Boobs. That was my favorite one.
Yeah. Then he gets a little off the rails.
Gross. So gross.
But his
It's so
but wait,
stupid.
But his whole thing. What's gross?
Bill Belichick and his 20-year-old girlfriend.
But the other part, we could have played a little bit longer because then he says, like, what's wrong with America? The man won 6 Super Bowls. He's 73 and he's dating a smoking hot 24-year-old who's fine with it. Why are we mad at it?
Yeah.
And then he went a little too far.
Then he called out some of the people in the crowd.
Yeah, he went a little too far after that. But up until that point, I thought it was pretty funny.
Not mad at it.
I didn't hear my favorite.
What
was your favorite?
The Joe Rogan wanted me to come here and try and capture Adam Silver because he thinks he's an alien. Mm-hmm. And Donald Trump wanted me to come to capture Juan Soto for the same reason.
That was a good one. God. I think we chose not to play that one, but I think
that
was one of them.
I thought it's topical enough.
It's very topical.
Look, Shane Gillis's joke about I'm not going to say it the same way, but how Caitlin Clark and him both make threes.
Yeah.
And it's not exactly how they phrased it on the show. That was honestly really funny.
It was not that they make threes; they nail threes.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to say it in a way that was not.
We couldn't figure out what it was. It was more subtle, Ryan.
Yes,
we're well within the rules of FCC compliance.
Right. So like the Shane, like
you do not have the soft touch of a radio host.
Because it was funny in the idea that it didn't rip. It was giving Caitlin credit for being a great basketball player, making threes, and then also making fun of himself.
Yeah. Yes.
So even like the structure of the joke,
the self-deprecating
was
stuff
perfect because the punchline was him.
I didn't want to pull a.
The Brett Bielema, the
self-deprecating jokes.
If you're new to the show, and I really wish we had the audio. Shout out to Tom Lee who told me about this because I don't think I was there when it happened. Brett Bielema one time, instead of having self-deprecating humor, Brett Bielema, not known as a wordsmith, used the phrase self-defecating.
What a crappy joke.
Good job, Chrissy.
Thought
on the hockey.
There is one final hockey that Jim had a request for.
So. Matt, I thought you'd like this one. So there's a little joke about the tush push. Like they do a movie.
Oh, yeah, I watched this.
And like an SNL-style TV skit.
Yeah. And then
I haven't seen this, so this is
my
new
favorite part is basically how they set the whole thing up. It's completely inappropriate for radio, borderline inappropriate for TV. Jason Kelsey thought it was hilarious and totally fun to watch on social media. I just don't want to play it out for our audience. But my favorite part was towards the end of it, they did this part.
The weaker, softer teams are going to have to get together and vote against it like cowards.
Tush pushed.
So okay. Gotcha.
Well, there's more to it, but can you imagine being a team that's so mad that a play works so well that you have to then try to legislate it out of the league?
Yeah, imagine being the team too that also voted yes to get rid of it, like one of the teams that you like.
Yeah, but the Packers are the ones that brought it up. It's a funny joke. It was a good joke. Packers were the soft team.
I didn't even take offense to it. I thought it was funny.
No, I'm only taking offense to. Never mind.
His team didn't bring it up, so the Bears are totally immune to these jokes.
The Packers are the ones that brought it forward the first. They were clearly the butt of it because they're the ones that everyone knew brought the issue forward.
Mm-hmm. Even though the Washington Commanders were the team that probably wanted it gone the most.
Should have.
Probably.
Yeah.
For sure. They almost got a free touchdown on
or
them.
Dallas
God.
or
the Giants.
The teams in the NFC East the most. Yeah. So, anyways, I thought Shane Gillis did a good job. If you guys off of that, what would you guys grade? I would give it an A because we're talking about the ESPYs and we wouldn't have been otherwise.
When was the last time you talked about the ESPYs like this?
Who was the host?
When I was at them.
Yeah, so wait, actually, I wanted to ask you. So when you went with your curling team, were you in the audience, sitting there listening? Mm-hmm. Is it fun?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. They've got a lot of good stuff going on. Obviously, there's a lot of, charity moments, the V Foundation did their thing, and you got to see a bunch of highlights, including, your own team. You're nominated. They had a little highlight reel for Team Schuster and Team of the Year.
I'm sorry, who was the host?
Honestly, I don't remember. It wasn't good.
That was not a good host then. Yeah.
I remember Peyton Manning being the host, but that probably hasn't been for
2 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was
2
longer
years
than
ago
that.
he did it. No,
he's done
you're
it
right.
multiple times.
You're right. It was 2016. I think he did it the first time, but he's done it again since then.
The only sports related thing that I took from the whole thing was I saw that Alona Marr won Athlete of the Year or something like that. She had a great speech. Breakout Athlete of the Year. And she had a great speech. I love her messaging. I followed her with rugby, and then I followed her through Dancing with the Stars. So, that was one
Which Matt could have been on.
It was Danica Patrick.
Oh, God.
No thanks.
Goodness. Who'd have known that the ESPYs you were at were hosted by Aaron Rodgers' ex-girlfriend, who was not.
Wait, that was the year that you were there? It was Aaron?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, she was the.
I thought you were saying last year.
I forgot.
I think it's probably pretty forgettable. I did not know she ever hosted that.
Honestly, the most memorable part was Alvin Kamara's super awesome suit. He had like a paisley suit on that was just elite.
Serena Williams hosted last year. Don't remember that.
See, I would take someone professional doing it over an athlete.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Cohen, you know what? I'll just say if you're looking for something more in the middle, Conan O'Brien, I forgot, was it the Oscars or whatever he hosted?
He did the Oscars a couple years ago.
He did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He had some fun, but he wasn't like, and I like Over the Line, but if you're looking for more that like PG-13 or PG show, Conan O'Brien did a great job with it.
Kevin Hart's always good. Tina Fey's always good.
Yeah, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler have done it together. Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer like Ricky Gervais and Shane Gillis, where like they could give a bleep and they're just going to go after everyone.
Chris Rock gets slapped.
Chris Rock was bad anyways, though. But yeah, he did get. I got to enjoy it. Like, yeah, Chris Rock he hasn't been like funny in a long time. Chris Rock for me, like I don't like the
I'm not a huge Chris Rock person.
The grown-up movies or any of that. Like Chris Rock had a moment. Do you have a photo you want to share with the group there, Matt Hamilton?
No, I was waiting for break, but I have it pulled up.
Okay, because you could share it. Like we could put it on the ESPN Madison social.
Cool. I'll send it to Ryan. We'll put it up.
All right. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So then they have to text the person, and she goes, yeah, I know, like, she makes them, like, with ginger specifically. I'm like, that must be what it is. It's ginger.
Gotta be ginger.
It's ginger. Because I'm like,
hold that Benadryl. I'm fine.
Those were just ginger cloves. Those weren't nuts.
Yeah, ginger clove. That's a thing.
Yes.
That's real.
Clearly. Obviously.
It's not. No such thing as a clove of ginger.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we create strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. We've invested heavily in client-friendly software so your assets and plan progress are available to view in one place at any time. Whether you prefer only the high-level information or enjoy the intricate details of the planning process, we've got you covered. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Ever thought about hitting a golf ball in Camp Randall Stadium? Well, now is your chance. On August 1st and 2nd, you can enjoy a VIP experience while hitting tee shots from the upper deck throughout the stadium down to custom greens on the field below. Start and end your round with great music, cold beers, food, and numerous golf challenges. Event is open to all ages, but hurry because tee times will go fast. Go to upperdeckgolf.com to book a tee time today. That's upperdeckgolf.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
ESPN Madison is proud to partner with Mentoring Positives for our 3rd annual ESPN Madison Open. Mentoring Positives is a nonprofit based right here in Madison and is dedicated to uplifting youth and families through mentoring, athletics, and youth entrepreneurship. As a trusted presence in the community, Mentoring Positives has been helping young people build confidence, leadership, and purpose for 20 years. They're changing lives right here in our community. Visit mentoringpositives.org to make your impact today. That's mentoringpositives.org.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
God knows I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, and all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is
At
by
Canopy
me.
Wealth Management, they are a fee-based advisory firm. They don't chase commissions, never back gimmicks or instruments that chase single-day returns or put your long-term goals at risk. The team at Canopy creates strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. Canopy Wealth Management, care, competence, and clarity are not just buzzwords. They're a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. It's canopy-wealth.com. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, Primetime Wollersheim. Chrissy Birdsall back at the Everlight Solar Studio. We got Chad Hopper here. We got Laney here. We got everyone here at Liberty Station. We've had a great time. Molly, you sent out an email earlier today. Did you include Matt Hamilton, or maybe it was a couple days ago, about songs for our tailgate because football season's coming up?
I didn't include you.
Well, I wanted to tell Matt that was not a phishing email because Matt's been notorious.
That
would have been hard to delete. Yeah, Molly wants to know my music taste. Like, okay, Molly, no.
So,
thank
Matt,
you.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
There might be a reason I didn't put them on.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
kidding.
Again, Matt's got good. He's got good picks, but it's kind of like you got to get the people moving. They got to want to dance. They got to want to know the song. So,
Wanna
Matt, I'm
get
going to put you
the people going.
Yeah, if you like, you could do that song.
It's provocative.
Oh, okay.
Matt-
We do not want that at the tailgate. No, thank you.
So, you can't do any Cardi B songs, but otherwise, or Megan Thee Stallion. But give me 3 songs off the top of your head that you would say we got to have at the tailgate.
Gold on the Ceiling by the Black Keys.
Hurry up.
This is worse than that.
Honestly, that's good. That's all the one I
Are you
need.
joking?
I can't think of any more off the top of my head right now. That would be good for like a party environment.
That
like
people would like and enjoy. You can't think of any other songs.
You couldn't say, like,
I'm a little deep cut kind of guy, so I don't know if I could.
I knew he was going to do that because he couldn't just go off
No,
and
exactly.
give songs that
Radar
people would
Love
know.
by Golden Earring.
I don't even know what that is.
It's not even the original thing. All right, this is Jim, Matt, and Molly presented by Coors Light.
See ya.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love